everybody, and welcome back to Race Recap. My name is Jackson, and yes, it's that time again for another entry list video. So this weekend we'll be recapping all three series racing at the short track of Bristol, the ARCA Menard series also at Bristol, the ARCA Menards West series is on the road course of Portland, and the NTT IndyCar series is racing on the road course of Laguna Seca. But we will not look at the entry list for the IndyCar because it is the exact same as last weekend, so just check that video out. So let's start out with looking at the trucks entry list at Bristol. So zoom in here at the top. Of course, there's Hailie Deegan, Chris Wright, Howie DeSavino the third will be in the 3 truck this weekend. Colby Howard returning in the 9 truck. See Taylor Gray making his, I think about his second start this year in the DGR number 17 truck. How about Doug Coby making his first ever Truck Series start in the 24 this weekend. Also Sam Mayer in the 32, the Brett Holmes racing entry. CJ McLaughlin, the first Rayom Brothers racing entry in the number 33. See Dawson Cram back. Lawless Allen again in the 45 this weekend. Ray Cicerelli in the 39. Drew Dollar will be in the 51 this weekend. And there you see at the bottom, not the 111, just the 11 of Clay Greenfield will be in the Spencer Davis entry this weekend. The 34 of Josh Rayom will be in his own truck this weekend. And Parker Kligerman in the 75 will also be in the entry list. And there were 41 drivers, which means you see there excluded by points was the 6 of Norm Benning this weekend. So if you want to pause the video and take a look at that, here's the top half of it. And here's the bottom half of this entry list. Alright, so let's move on to the Xfinity Series. Of course, they're also racing at Bristol. See here, we'll start at the top. Jeffrey Earnhardt, Michael Annett. There you see, Michael Annett hopefully will be racing. He's still unsure because he had that surgery a few weeks ago. If he does not race, it will be the 1 of Josh Berry replacing him. Glad to see the 02 of Brett Moffitt back after being out for 2 weeks. 8 Sam Mayer this weekend. Timmy Hill in the 13. Actually, there are 41 drivers in the race, so Timmy Hill will not make the field in that 13 car. Colby Howard back in the 15 this weekend. J.J. Yaley's in the 17. There you see A.J. Allmendinger and Austin Dillon coming, Austin Cindric. They're battling for the regular season championship, which is 15 extra bonus points, which is big coming into the playoffs. Ty Dillon is in the 23 this weekend, our motorsports entry. Brandon Godovic's in the 26 this weekend. IndyCar driver Sage Karam will be in the Jordan Anderson number 31. See a few more right there. Greg Alding in the 52. Ty Gibbs will be in the 54. Chad Fincham's in the 61 this weekend. 66 is David Starr. Bailey Curry's back in the 74. The 90 is Spencer Boyd this weekend. You see the JD Motorsports, the number 4 and number 6, Landon Castle, Ryan Vargas, Jesse Little in the 78. And there was actually a little switch. The 5 will not be Matt Mills this weekend. It'll be Stephen Parsons in the 5, and the 99 will be Matt Mills. Alright, so if you want to pause the video again, right here's the top half. Here's the bottom half of the entry list. Alright, so we'll move on to the Cup Series. Also at Bristol, it's a cutoff race. Actually, it's kind of big for all 3 series. The Truck Series round of 10 will be cut to the round of 8. The Xfinity Series round of 12 will be set. And the Cup Series round of 16 will be shrunken down to the round of 12. So you see here all the regulars up here. James Davison back in the 15 this weekend. Go through the line. Bubba Wallace. Ross Chastain, who's had a couple great finishes lately. The 51 is not Cody Ware. It'll be J.J. Yaley this weekend. Josh Bilicki in 52. 53 is Garrett Smithley. They see the 66 is back this weekend. That's David Starr, though. Justin Haley in 77. Also B.J. McLeod in 78. And Daniel Suarez rounds out this entry list in the 99. So, if you want to take a picture, screenshot, pause the video if you want. Here's the top half. Moving down, you see the bottom half of the list right here. Alright, so let's next move on to the ARCA Menard series. They are also at Bristol. It's their 18th race of their 20-race season, so ARCA Menards Series season coming to a close very quickly. So you see Nick Sanchez, Roger Cruz. This is also the championship race with the ARCA Menards East Series, so all ARCA Menards East Series drivers are here. The 7, Eric Caudill, actually, he just withdrew from the entry list as we're making this video, so there will be no Eric Caudill this weekend. And there you see the Andy Hillenberg car. It's a 10 of Jade Buford. Glad to see him back. And glad to see Mason Mingus back in the 11 this weekend. There you see Dio Wilson back in the 1st. Michelle Hillenberg entry list in the 12. Drew Dollar back in the number 15. Of course, Taylor Gray. Ty Gibbs and Corey Heim, championship contenders. Daniel Dye right there. The 22 is Jack Wood this weekend. Sam Mayer in the 23. See, Zachary Tinkle's actually back in the 27 this weekend. Kyle Sieg in the 28 as well. There you see a few more, Max Gutierrez and Connor Jones. Also, got to see Greg Van Oss back in the 35 car. See, Stephanie Moyer is going to be in the 44 this weekend. Thad Moffitt, of course. Brad Smith there as well. Joey East in the 54. There's the 55 of Parker Chase. I haven't seen that 55, I don't know, since Daytona, the season opener this weekend. Glad to see the 55 car back. Mason Diaz in the 74. That's not going to be the 78. Actually, it's going to be the 73 of Andy J. Also, the 81. Sammy Smith, he's battling it out with the 21 of Daniel Dye for the ARCA East season title. And Sammy Smith, as of right now, is in the lead. Just has to have a good run in front of Daniel Dye this weekend. Also, Charles Buchanan will be in the 87 this weekend. The 91 is Justin Carroll. 97, Jason Kitzmiller. Richard Garvey will be in the other Michelle Hillenberg entry list in the 01 car. And in the Wayne Peterson entry list, it'll be the 06 of Don Thompson. So there's the top half of the entry list. Again, scratch Eric Caudill from that one. And in the bottom half here. And again, 73, not 78. Alright, let's lastly move on to the ARCA Menards West Series. They're at the road course, Portland International Raceway. And of course, Eric Nascimento in the 4 this weekend. Taylor Gray, ARCA driver, be in the ARCA West this race in the David Gillen entry, number 17. Of course, Bobby Hillis Jr. The Pedroncelli family in the 31 and 33. Dave Smith will be in the 38. Of course, to see Joey East. Glad to see Rod Nealon back in the 68. Haven't seen him since Sonoma this year. There you see the 77 is Caleb Costner. Tim Spurgeon. Haven't seen him since Sonoma either in that number 86 car. Bridget Burgess, of course, in the 88. There's Cole Moore. And lastly, in the 08 will be Stafford Smith. Well, that's all for race recap. Come join us this week when we recap all of these great races.